I have a dream that one day we will erase the lines that have long separated us as human beings into states and countries with borders between us, where people have suffered from exploitation, from what they have or do not have, and we all can roam the earth in a peaceful coexistence, where no one comes from any place else but here. I have a dream.
This is Ripples of Hope. It has all the great American civil rights speeches that have gone on in American history that has really shaped policy and the United States ideals. And what I think is most powerful about Dr. King's initiatives is that he believed in equality for us now, for our generation. And what I like to do because of that in remembrance of him is every day strive to eliminate racism and look beyond all the stereotypes that separate everybody and just look for people for who they are and for the best qualities. And I think if everyone tried to do that every day, just think about that we would be in a better place today and it would shape American policy to it. It really should be.
That when it comes to life matters, the eyes of the world will go blind to color, will go blind to gender, will go blind to size and nationality, and begin to see themselves as brothers and sisters, seeking love and togetherness through the hearts of one another. Yes, I have a dream.
Martin Luther King, I cherish his memory. He was a warrior for peace and equality for all people. I wish he could be here to meet our new president, African American Barack Obama. And though we have a black in the White House, we still have work to do.
That an all-powerful creator could want or need us to harm or destroy anything that is created, and to love and to serve that creator, and the created perfect regardless of what language and name that you have chosen to give. I have a dream.
He believed greatly on his beliefs as far as trying to speak for the minority, and he did a wonderful job at the time, even at his time when the minority was in so much danger of speaking out. He was not afraid to speak out. He spoke out of the rights that every human being needed to have in this country, and he had a dream, and of course that dream has now become reality.
That the schools of the world will teach love and togetherness as their first lesson and last lesson, and that any brother of mine, whether he be black, white, yellow, red, or brown, suffers not unless I suffer with him, feel the pain of misunderstanding unless I feel it with him, nor carry any burden so heavy that it cannot be shared by me or others like me. Yes, I have a dream.
Old, and I grew up with him as a role model in civil rights. He died in '68, 1 month before my 17th birthday. So when it comes to civil rights, when it comes to equality, the discrimination, and all the things that was going on during that time frame, he was the role model, even though there were others who did just as much.
I have a dream that we will cease to choose by iniquity and give the law of the universe back unto itself, and that any law made to govern the people be double and even triple upon those who make them, and that we, the children of the world, will serve with a love and a peace that burns in our hearts like a living volcano that burns to no end. Yes, I have a dream.
Anything you would like to say?
Martin Luther King to me was an inspiration for all persons in this country and indeed in the world. His emphasis on peace and harmony and education are all important factors to us even today. And the thought that we have a man whose birth we celebrate every year is just a wonderful thing for us.
that as the sun comes up on a new day, our hearts will come up on a new way of love, happiness, and togetherness that is owned by peace.
To me, Martin Luther King Day means a day of service, a day of remembering a man that strived for racial equality, to build stronger bonds within the community, within the nation, and to build a strong force like the kind of force we have in the Marine Corps, bringing a lot of people from different walks of life together to build a team to make a strong force to get the mission done. It's like Martin Luther King said, almost always a creative, dedicated person has made the world a better place.
It encompasses every soul that walks the face of the earth that God has given us to this share. They will answer again and again and again until the call of war and any retaliators are silenced with peace and love. Yes, I have a dream.
Think about letters from a Birmingham jail. I've read it many times, and here he is in jail, and white ministers come to visit him, and what they're complaining about is you're creating too much noise. You're saying things too loud. You're being too confrontational. You're saying things that have to change, and you're speaking the words that the South can't hear. It's too quick. And I think what would have happened if Martin Luther King had listened to them, we would not have had what we have today. And he was very forthright about where he was coming from and the spiritual side of what he was doing. And he was one of a kind in American history, his willingness to put everything on the line to change. And when you sit down and read his words today, it's as if you're in the room with him. And nearly above all, from the last 4 or 5 decades, he's the one who made this happen. That if you participate in democracy, if you will cast a vote, you too can become part of the greatest nation on earth. And he did it in a way that included all of us, no matter what the content of our character or the color of our skin.